For RCR Wireless News, I'm Sean Kinney, and we're here at the Taoglas booth during Mobile World Congress Americas to speak with Jeff Shamblin, the VP of Engineering, about a new product that's coming out. Jeff, can you tell us a little bit about Boost?
Yeah, it's a new technology. We're excited about it. We developed it in the last 4 or 5 months, and it's typically it helps solve a problem us and all antenna manufacturers have. When we take an internal antenna that you'd put into a IoT or M2M device, and if that antenna is sitting in really on a small host PCB, typically the low LTE bands 12, 17, 13, bands 5 and 8, typically are going to be impacted and have less antenna efficiency because the ground plane of the host device isn't big enough. So we developed a technology which we called Boost, Taoglas Boost, and what it does is it will actually allow us to increase the electrical length of that PCB. So in other words, if you have a small device, we can make that device look electrically larger, and the end result for the user is for 3G, 4G cellular, NB-IoT, the ISM frequencies used for M2M and NB-IoT applications, we can now actually increase the antenna efficiency by 1 to 2 dB, which translates to 20 to 40%. So effectively, we can now bring back up to 40% of that efficiency that was lost because we took an internal antenna and integrated it into a device that is quite small. That small device could be a pet tracker, a child tracker. It could be a very small telematics unit going into a vehicle. But what we're seeing, and I'm sure you and a lot of your readers are also seeing, as new products come to market in the NB-IoT and M2M space, device size keeps getting smaller. And really the difficulty always is maintaining or increasing antenna performance, and the Taoglas Boost technology does that. We can now make that device look electrically larger.
So you mentioned a few IoT applications, but really this is a wide open space. It can almost be whatever you can imagine it is. I'm curious if, as you come to market with this, you have any particular verticals in mind where you think Taoglas can realize the most value?
Yes, we do. We do a lot of telematic vehicle tracking units, and even though you'd think about a car being a very large device, why are they worried about size? There's a lot of systems inside of a vehicle, so typically we're seeing telematic units shrinking in size now, so the Boost technology will bring back that lost efficiency at the lower LTE bands. Any type of medical wearable device, they're very sensitive to size. And really what we're seeing from a lot of companies in the medical space is they would like to have a wearable heart or other system monitor that a patient is going to wear. They want that to be substantially smaller than a smartphone. So again, the Boost technology will go in and help provide better 3G or 4G connectivity.
And you also mentioned NB-IoT there. I think that's important to come back to, is the broad support you can offer with this product, because we're seeing huge NB-IoT rollouts in China and other Asian countries. In the US, we're still kind of in the early days with that, but we have CAT-M1, CAT-M2 up and running. So tell me a little bit about why that's important to offer that flexibility and the access.
Why NB-IoT is important? Well, I mean, one reason is, specifically here in the US, some of the established carriers can use very small slices of their frequency spectrum and immediately bring NB-IoT type applications to market, like gas and water metering in residential areas. So without having to bring up new base stations, new cell towers, new radio systems, they can use existing spectrum and really farm it out for NB-IoT applications to handle all of these low data rate and quite often a little bit longer range requirements. So they can use existing cellular and base station infrastructure, bring in new NB-IoT type applications, and provide the customers with that new service.
All right, excellent. Thanks for getting us up to date on Boost, Jeff.
Yep, thank you.